Hey, good evening, everyone. It's Monday, it's 9 p.m. It's Monday Mindset, episode number 29. So this one's about listening to instinct and not following the crowd. So I hope you had all good day, great weekend. I'm going to invite some people in. So as soon as you're in, start inviting some friends, or better yet, why don't you put the hashtag in, Mindset Explosion, of course, always, and explosion emoji for me. That way I know you're there. Or say it, just say a little wave, say hello. So, hope you're enjoying the heat wave, and good, because we had some rain today. We always need a bit of rain, cool us down, always good. I had a great weekend, caught up with a good friend, spent some time with friends Saturday evening, so thank you guys. And yesterday I just went down to the medieval thing in Tewkesbury, the medieval festival. That was cool, I've not been before, so that was nice. Alright, let me see who we got. Alright, thank you for joining in, guys. So as soon as you're in, please share tonight's video. That always helps out. Okay, and of course, if you can hashtag Mindset Explosion or Monday Mindset, that'll be awesome as well. And don't forget, put the explosion emojis in as well. So yesterday, I went over to Tewkesbury. I haven't been over in ages, so drove over and I'm gonna have a day over there, see what the medieval festival's all about. It was pretty cool. So I spent the day there, and whilst I was over there, someone walked past and I caught a glimpse of their t-shirt, and it said, I think I put a post out yesterday on Instagram, so it said something along the lines of like, follow instinct, not the crowd. I thought, wow, such a cool phrase, and it kind of, you know, I think one of those things catch your eye, because I kind of feel like we all follow the crowd at some point. We'll get sucked into something at some point, but I do like to follow my own instinct, and I don't like to necessarily, you know, just follow the crowd or try and live my life by someone else's. So I thought it was quite a little cool phrase. I thought I'm going to put that into my Monday mindset for this week. Hopefully we can all relate to it somehow, or inspire us to, you know, onto doing something that we want to do, or crack on with whatever it is that, of course, that we're doing. So basically, when I've listened to my instinct, it's always, you know, 9 times out of 10, it's been the best thing I could have done, and it's turned out right for me. But that's not always easy, because if you're following the crowd, then the crowd is obviously going to give you advice on what everyone's doing, and it worked for them, and I'm sure it does work. But if everyone's doing it, we're kind of a little bit in shark-infested water as well sometimes. So maybe that moment is gone, or it's just not going to work out the same for you. Or if it doesn't feel right, definitely don't do it. So if something doesn't feel right, just don't get into it. It's just going to waste your time, going to mess you up, or you're not going to feel happy anyway, or you're going to resent someone, or someone's going to end up resenting you eventually anyway. So if you're curious, or you're kind of thinking, oh, I wish I could, or I wish I did, then it makes total sense. That's your instinct trying to cut there. A little bit out of call coming in, sorry. All right, so basically is just to crack on. If you're curious about something, then you owe it to yourself to go and do that thing. If you're kind of wishing that you did it, then you owe it to yourself to go and do it. So that's your instinct is screaming at you to say, go and do it. And have fun, enjoy it, go with the flow, do it anyway, see what happens. There's all, like, the crowd is always there, because the crowd is sometimes a little bit fearful, and they're the ones that, don't get me wrong, they do look out for you, but maybe it's based on their own perceptions, or their own experience, or their own advice, and sometimes they can be correct if they've done that thing that you want to do. So then you got to listen. If they haven't done it, you really don't want to be listening to that stuff, because how can they give advice on something they don't know about, if that makes sense? So people may laugh. I know when I changed from engineering to martial arts instructor, some people laughed, some people thought I was crazy, some people said whatever they had to say about it because of whatever, and I know they were looking out for me, or I guess that's what the case was, but they didn't quite understand. And that's the same as when you're following your instinct and you're not going with the crowd, is people may not understand if it's to do with anything really. Sometimes people just don't understand, but inside, you may not fully understand, but there's something ticking in that you kind of get it. Does that make sense? So you feel like this is the right thing to do. You've got to kind of go ahead and do it. So you have to listen to that. That's your heart. That's your instinct. It's your gut. It's telling you to, come on. And you'll have fun finding out along the way. I hope that makes sense. So if people don't understand, or people got their opinion as to try and hold you back, or not hold you back, but you know what I mean, it tries to convince you out of something, the way you want to follow your instinct, so what? It's nothing to do with them. If it's something you fully want to do and you want to commit to it, someone could say you're wrong and this is the wrong thing to do, who cares? It's nothing to do with them, because it's like, because when you go with a crowd, you are swimming with like sharks anyway, and it's shark infested, and everyone is doing it, and people that kind of thought I was a bit weird doing these videos, funny enough, apart from the ones I've encouraged, that's different, but outside of, you know, they're starting to do the same thing. So it's like, well, that thing you thought was weird, now you're doing it. So sooner or later, people catch up. So when you follow your instinct and you get there first, it's great. So you're doing, just go with it, if that makes sense. So when you do that, it's going to be inspiring for you, inspiring for others. It can be quite magical, maybe, I don't know. But it's going to be life-changing as well, because you will learn so much along the way on the thing that whatever it is you want to and need to go for, because your instinct, your heart is screaming at you, you must do this, you must change this right now. And it's all 100%, when you listen to that, it's like, oh, why didn't I do that? Sometimes it's like, why didn't I do it sooner? So it's hard to follow the crowd, but it's hard to follow your instinct as well. But the results are much better, in my experience anyway, when I've gone on my instinct and okay, I'm just going to do this anyway, or I'm going to save up, I'm going to quit my job to go traveling, when I've done that in the past, and, you know, changing career, taking on the business, changing the business direction to not be the norm of following the, you know, what everyone else is doing. It's been difficult, but it's been just as difficult following the crowd anyway. So I might as well follow my instinct and have fun, and the rewards, as in how I feel about it, and they're much better, and the same with the people that come with me. So that's pretty much it, really. So I love that. I might have to find that t-shirt for myself, is follow, you know, go on your instinct, follow your instinct, not the crowd. I think that's a good model to have, and not get caught up with just, oh, I'm just doing it because they're doing it. You know, it never, I don't think personally it works out so great there. That's pretty much it. So live, it's your life. And you got to live it the way that you want to live it, not how someone else wants to live it or how they perceive to live it. Of course, take advice from people that have done the thing that you want to do, because that makes total sense. But don't take advice from someone on stuff that people don't have any idea or clue about. Hope that makes sense. Hope you got something from this evening. Of course, always please hashtag Mindset Explosion, and please share this video. It really does help. But I'm starting to, you can get on YouTube for the ones that you've missed, or if you want to catch up, that's all good. And of course, hashtag emoji, the explosion emoji. It's been a long day. I've had a great weekend. Peace. Enjoy the rest of your week, and thank you for watching. Have a great evening. Bye bye.